I'm here to speak on a nomination, but before I do, a point of personal privilege. It was 1 year ago today that I had the honor of being sworn in as a member of this Senate, and as I hope my wife is watching at home on C-SPAN too, just want to thank her for her love and support throughout this first year. Couldn't have done it without her. And of course to you, Mr. President, all of our colleagues for the tremendous work and experience that this last year has been. And now, if I may request that the following remarks be printed separately in the record.
Without objection.
With respect to the Thomas nomination, I ask that the motion to reconsider be considered made and laid upon the table, and the President be immediately notified of the Senate's action.
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I rise today. I was hoping to rise prior to the vote just a little while ago, but was consumed with the agenda in Senate Judiciary Committee this morning. So in lieu of speaking prior to the confirmation vote, I rise to applaud the confirmation of Judge Holly Thomas to the United States Court of Appeals for the 9th District. Judge Thomas is a dedicated advocate for equality under the law and has made a career of fighting to ensure the civil rights of all Americans. A proud native of San Diego, California, and a graduate of Yale Law School, Judge Thomas spent 10 years working on civil rights litigation and appeals. That time included litigating at the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, in the U.S. Department of Justice's Civil Rights Division, and in the New York Solicitor General's Office. In each of these roles, Judge Thomas was a tireless advocate for equal justice. She proved to be a skillful appellate lawyer, an insightful thinker, and a valued colleague. She returned to California in 2016 to serve as the chief liaison between the California Department of Fair Housing and Employment and the Governor's Office. The State Department of Fair Housing and Employment is California's largest civil rights regulatory body. And in her role there, Judge Thomas dedicated herself to protecting workers and families from unlawful discrimination, working closely with then Governor Brown. And recognizing her outstanding work and her tremendous talent, Governor Brown appointed her to the Los Angeles County Superior Court in 2018. Now, this appointment was a full circle moment for a person whose love of the law was nurtured by her supportive parents starting at a very young age. Judge Thomas's parents, when she was a young girl, would take her to watch court proceedings. Why? So that she could imagine what a career as a lawyer would look like. Decades later, as a judge on the Superior Court, Judge Thomas actually requested to serve in the Family Law Division because of her empathy for families going through a difficult process and experience in court. Now, as the first person in her family to go to college after high school, Judge Thomas knows what it's like to navigate unfamiliar institutions. She's also the granddaughter of sharecroppers, and she's a passionate fighter for equal justice. And since her appointment, Judge Thomas has proven her excellence as a jurist, as a neutral arbiter, and a compassionate voice for justice, both in the family court and on the California Court of Appeal, where she served in a pro tem capacity for 6 months. Judge Thomas's compassion is matched by her legal acumen. Throughout her career, she's distinguished herself with thoughtful analysis, expert judgment, and unshakable commitment to civil rights. And I know, and I'm thrilled, that Judge Thomas will serve with distinction on the 9th Circuit, and I congratulate her on this very well-deserved confirmation. Thank you, Mr. President.